Welcome to the wild top end of Australia. We are in the middle of an adventure of a lifetime, tackling remote four-wheel drive tracks. That's not good. Encountering incredible wildlife.
Look at the size of this thing.
Fishing the untouched waters of Arnhem Land.
Oh, what is going on?
And camping in some of the most spectacular Indigenous places that we have ever seen. Welcome to the Last Frontier. Today we have found ourselves heading across the infamous Cahills Crossing Bridge that takes us from Kakadu National Park across the East Alligator River into West Arnhem Land. The local Indigenous rangers of the area have given us a challenge to help them open a track that they say hasn't been driven in years. We really have no idea what to expect today, but from what Elliot and the boys have told us, it is going to be one wild adventure. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely live for this stuff, and I'm so grateful to be on traditional owners' land. Elliot's given this little mud map and he wants to try and reopen this track, and so far, just judging by the scenery, I reckon we've got a pretty wild adventure ahead of us, and I'm very keen.
Yeah, very grateful these boys gave us the opportunity to come explore their country.
Yeah, Jamie, this place is incredible, eh? Like, not many people get the chance at all anywhere in Australia to do this, and be invited by some traditional owners to open a track that hasn't sort of been touched the last year and a half, almost 2 years. What dreams are made of, mate?
Yeah, 100% boys. Let's rip in and see what the rest of this track has in store for us. Well, when the boys said it was soft, I didn't think it'd be this soft. It's that typical bull dust stuff. It's just such fine sand. But I'm gonna let the old tyres down to about 12 psi, especially because I'm towing the tinny, and hopefully we don't get stuck. We're only a couple of Ks in, so it seems like it's gonna be a pretty wild adventure. So the difference is low pressure makes. We're crawling. It's just insane how much of a difference low pressures make. I know I'm just crawling out right now. Nothing dramatic, but compared to how I was not going absolutely anywhere. Here we go. Release the throttle a little bit. Get some traction straight out of there. Just like that. How good. If you ever stuck, just lower your pressures.
Up to 40 psi club, lads.
This here, boys, the view as you come out of these trees is the reason that I do what we do. This is absolutely insane, and to think that we're some of the only people that have been through here is pretty incredible.
This place looks absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, mate, I'm just coming around the corner now and I can't quite get a full view, but I just glimpsed the water. The greenery's getting greener, the cliffs are coming up. It looks absolutely beautiful.
With Arnhem Land stretching over 97,000 square kilometres and only being accessible to the traditional owners or those with a permit, you can expect to go days through this area without seeing another human. With the vast, constant changing landscapes and abundance of animal life around every corner, West Arnhem really makes you feel pretty insignificant. Making our way down the track, we eventually met up with Elliot and the boys, where they were going to guide us in the right direction for our mission ahead.
Did you grow up in this area, or?
Yeah, we grew up in this area. This grandfather passed it on to our dads and dad to us now.
Is it good fishing through here, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We like fishing too, eh?
Yeah, of course.
We got bermani dreaming on this area.
All through the billabongs.
Yeah, even billabongs, you go catch bermani in the billabong, in the river. What I remember when we was little kids, we used to drive here in wet season time and got stuck camping there for a night, maybe get back up, keep digging till make the car come up, you know.
So you reckon through here and we'll go up, follow it round to that escarpment at the end there. How do you reckon we'll go?
I don't know, but I reckon you leave one car here and then take two in case you might get bogged. You know, 3 cars get bogged, then might walk back.
Oh, true. Walk back and get to the other one. Bit of insurance.
So if you want to try, I can wait here and we can drive through here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll wait and we'll watch.
Yeah, you want to just get bogged.
Here we go. Elliot and the boys reckon that we might struggle to get across this first little section. That is so soft. You are joking me. Easy, boys. That is a super tight section. Holy wreck. Well, that's the Prado and Tinny through. It's time for Nathan to navigate through these paperbark trees in his 105 series Land Cruiser. The slightly off camber section here mixed with the weight of the cruiser almost caught Nathan out. But easy done. With a slight love tap on the rooftop, he's up and out of there. Next up, Marco. Considering the extra weight that Marco has on his patrol, I'm keen to see how he tackles this section.
Oh, boy!
There it is! That's so good. That's literally the first challenge of the track as well. Alright, legends.
Yeah,
We'll try and see how we go. We'll meet you here a little bit later. By the sounds of things, it's going to be a pretty gnarly adventure. No one's driven this thing in probably over a year and a half. So, I don't know, the boys were joking that it's going to be pretty hard to do. They even said to leave a car just here. But, I don't know. Challenge accepted, I reckon. What do you reckon, boys?
I think we take all three, eh?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we take all three as well. Let's get into it. This adventure is going to be nuts.
With a basic mud map in mind for our challenge today, Marco and his patrol have decided to lead the convoy. That way, if we run into any issues with myself towing the tinny, we have a chance of being pulled out. At this point, we really have no idea where we're going, slowly making our way, clearing trees with an axe, and heading towards our end destination that we could see in the distance.
This is actually crazy, lads. Like, we're not following any track. We're making the track. This is so sick.
Yeah, the boys warned us that when we come through here, there's probably going to be no track. Just the grass just overgrows everything. But lucky enough, the old patrol is making us a really nice track.
Cheers, mate.
It's actually hard to try and comprehend, or it's going to be hard to explain to people after this trip how special this is. Like, to be in an open grass field in the mud flats and have wild water buffalo and horses just running next to each other, the boys just trying to forge through and make a new track. This is literally what I live for. I cannot be any more grateful.
I'm blown away, mate. They're full, like, cutting in and out the front of my car as if, like, what are you doing here? This is how wild it is.
It's just unbelievable, the amount of wildlife around this joint.
What is going on? This place is like Jurassic Park spec. We're just sort of slowly forging our way down what looks to be tracks, but we've resorted to just going down the buffalo tracks. It is a bit of a risky move since they like to hang around mud, but it's just the only way that we can sort of see a clearing, and it just gives us a little bit of guide and hope to be able to make it to this escarpment in the distance.
Which way, boys? That's all just water, hey?
Just a whole lot of open grass here. We're kind of stumped. We can see water buffaloes and all different bird life in there that usually hangs around the water, so it's kind of risky taking the cars across.
I reckon we'll just go around.
Somehow, Elliot and the boys have tracked us down. They decide to knock off work for the day and come help us as we try and open this track.
So you wouldn't read about it. We were really struggling, and well, the boys just emerged out of the bush. They've somehow tracked us down on foot. Absolutely remarkable. And we're now following them. So they've put us in the right direction. Apparently they can see a full drive track here. In my eyes, or in our eyes, we can't really see anything. We got lost. We tried to go over that way, and it just got really wet, so we tried to go that way further. You can jump in if you want. There's a spare seat in there, and then I've got no seats in here, but you can jump in the boat or something if you want.
Yeah, jump in the boat.
Yeah, save you walking.
It's so impressive to see how well the boys know the land out here. We were confused as to where we were heading. To us, it just looks like more open wetlands. But they led us in what they say was the right direction, and were adamant that we were now back on the old track. It wasn't long before we came across our next challenge.
Bit of sand here. I reckon Tinny might struggle to get across.
Oh, bit some more air out. Yeah. I should have brought 15 from the start, I reckon. Up to 40 PSI club, lads. So I'm going to drop it a little bit and keep us out of trouble. This is the last place you want to get stuck up.
Bit of a boggier section here. Just going to grab second low. Just absolutely feed it. Really don't want to get too stuck here. That'll do it. Easy as that.
From vast open wetlands to a sandy riverbed and then straight into a dense paperbark forest, you can nearly never know what will be around the corner.
Just chopping these paperbark trees down. Oh, that's the stuff. This is so tight in the old tinny. Pretty sure there's a stump right here that I've got to watch, and I'll turn sharp there, should miss it, and stay on this right hand side. Not the best spot to get stuck. All these green ants on this tree. We're just caught up on this log under the car here. You guys can see from the front. I think we're stuck, eh?
You want to come down?
Yeah, might need you, eh?
So Michael and I we're going to head back to the boys because they've gotten stuck. I think Jamie's put his bull bar somehow on top of the stump. So we're going to head back with the chainsaw and we'll help the boys out. She's out. I wonder why you couldn't go forward or backward.
Thanks to Marco and his chainsaw, the Prado and Tinny were out of the paperbark forest and ready to continue onto the next section.
There we are. Nothing a bit of track building can't solve.
I was fascinated by how there's like a sandbar in the middle of like wetlands. How does that work?
Yeah, I know, and then to come out and you've got all these rocky outcrops and everything, you just wouldn't normally think that this is here.
Unbelievable really, like going back in time almost, eh?
As you guys can see, there is barely a track here. Like barely, I can't even exaggerate that we're just driving through scrub right now, just waiting for the car just to sink down into mud in these wetlands. Elliot's just scouting out more of the track here. What do you reckon? The track's just disappeared. Yeah, just gonna make sure there's no water on the track. This landscape is honestly, you can't even explain it. I really do hope the footage shows how insane this landscape is. So this is the end of the track here. This here is usually where the guys will go across, and the community's further up that way, hey? Yeah, where they live's further around, but it's a dead end. The wet season's just gone a little bit longer than they thought, so it's really muddy. As you can see, you're not gonna get through there. It's just swampland, but we're gonna turn around and we're gonna go for a bit of a flick over there, eh? See if we can catch some dinner or something. It's been an epic adventure and just a wild trip, absolutely wild.
With the late wet season making the track impassable, the boys guided us on a slight detour for a flick in one of their favourite billabongs. Although today's mission didn't go to plan, ending the day at a spot like this really made it worth it. With the lines in the water, there was only one thing missing.
Yeah, try one of those. These here, these are dingo beers. So in Perth, where we're from, over in West Australia, they're called dingo beers. So try one, see what you reckon.
You like it?
Just to thank the boys for letting us on traditional land. I've gone and given one of my wet sack bags. I've got some dingo beers, some halco lures, just some merch and stuff just to say thank you. Honestly, words can't even describe how thankful we are. And this is not even close to how much we thank them, but just a little something. Hey boys, just as a thank you from us, it's not much I know, but it's just a little something. This is from my brand. It's one of the bags that I make. So I'll give that to you guys just to share. It's a completely waterproof bag. Some beers in here, there's some lures, some hats and stuff. But yeah, it's just a little something just to say thank you because it's been unreal today.
Welcome.
Thanks heaps. Thanks heaps, mate. Honestly, appreciate it.
You always be welcome to come.
Yeah,
Just
thank you.
give me a text or call if you need to come this way.
Much
You don't need permit,
appreciated.
you just come.
Cheers, fellas.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah,
That's it for this episode. It's been wild. It's been awesome to share the land with you guys and, you know, explore. Put the old cars to the test, had to take down some trees and stuff, but
I got a bit worried too when
Yeah.
you didn't hit the stump, eh?
yeah, that's nearly got caught up. But nah, to end it at a spot like this is pretty wild. So thanks so much, guys.
We're gonna be old brothers now.
Well, it's evident that the top end of Australia has to be one of the most beautiful places in the world. Vast remote landscapes that stretch for miles, a diverse array of wildlife like you've never seen before, and a remarkable culture that will hopefully live on eternally. For me, this series was about showcasing this amazing place that we call Australia, a humbling experience on the pure beauty that the top end has on offer. With this series complete, I would like to formally thank everyone involved and appreciate the support more than you can imagine. Once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on our next series.